Right, take two. Hello everyone and welcome to WiiTalk, the podcast where we talk about games. I'm Niall and I'm joined as always by co-host Curtis Russell. How you doing, man?
Yes, sir. Yo, this is basically the first episode that we're doing on this new channel.
Yeah, we
That's
got the
so
new
awesome.
channel. We got the new channel
Yeah.
set up. So if you don't know, we'll just get straight into this. Before we do the main episode, it's probably going to be a bit of a bumper up because we're talking all things E3 2019. So if there is anything you want to skip to, anything you're just here to say, listen to the Nintendo bit or the Square Enix bit, there'll be timestamps in the description so you can skip straight forward. But this is going to be a new channel where me and Curtis, we've worked together before. We've come together. We're bringing together our United Kingdom and United States audiences for a bunch of gaming content. We'll be doing solo videos, alternating between I do one, he does one. And then we'll also be doing collaborative stuff. And we'll, of course,
Yep.
also going to be doing this podcast. So
It's so exciting. It's so exciting because me and you, obviously, we've done a few podcasts before, but you can see the chemistry kind of just come together, and it's just super awesome. And I can't wait to get really deep into the content that we make. And I'm hyped. I'm excited.
Yep, I've got some great stuff coming up for the channel. I'm sure Curtis can say the exact same about the stuff he's got coming up because he's always making great stuff. I'm changing my studio up especially for it. So this is all going to be great stuff going on.
Nice.
Now, we've got a lot to talk about.
Oh, we do.
Also, we should just say we recorded an E3 predictions episode, but I didn't have time to edit it before E3 was happening. So if we say I predicted this, take our word for it. Should we just say after every single thing, yep, predicted that, we nailed it.
Yep, we're always right. Me and Niall are always right. That's why you guys are here, and that's why you subscribed.
I don't think I've ever said something that isn't 100% factually correct.
Oh, okay.
that sounded doubtful there.
Right. So what, are we going to start with Microsoft?
Yeah, let's jump in with Microsoft.
Man.
I reckon this is an unpopular opinion, I think. Best conference, this was Microsoft.
Wow, you said best conference?
Yep.
Microsoft this year was the best conference. That's what you're saying?
100%.
I want you to back up that claim.
Well, we get confirmation of the new Xbox, which we'll go into in a bit. We get, to be honest, they could have just showed that Cyberpunk trailer, and I would have been all over that. That would have already made it my best conference because I'm so excited for that game. Extremely my sort of thing.
Yes.
We got more details on Xbox Game Pass for Windows 10.
X basket.
Yes.
An overpowered basket hitting every Walmart and Tesco.
Taking the disk drives out, though. No more disk drives on your X baskets. We got some Halo Infinite trailers. We got a bunch of stuff. And also, something that I know isn't a massive thing for everyone, but something I'm very excited for, is that Forza Horizon 4 Lego DLC pack. That's just insane to me. But
so let's talk about that, because my brother, he's a big Forza guy, right? And it's he was yeah, Forza Lego is coming, and I'm what? What is... That's the most random thing I've ever heard. But I'm looking at it, and it looks like it has a whole bunch of destruction within the trailer, right?
Yeah.
I'm still kind of confused on Lego Forza. I didn't really think they would go this direction with Forza. I always looked at Forza as a more honest, more realer driver until I saw Legos get thrown into it. So I don't know if this is something the community is wanting or what.
Well, they did Hot Wheels for Forza 3.
They did,
Forza Horizon 3. And you could go on all the ramps and tracks and stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's some free DLC on... Oh, that was my old podcast. That was what that was called. But there's some free DLC on Forza Horizon 4 already, which is Halo. And there's some weird Halo race with the big ring in the sky. And that's sick. So all of it is very realistic. But it's tongue-in-cheek enough with everything that happens in it, and it knows it's a bit silly that it can totally get away with Lego and Hot Wheels and stuff like that.
Dope. Sounds great to me.
So I'm massively looking forward to that. Do you want to talk about Cyberpunk first, or do you want to talk about the Xbox Scarlet first?
No, we'll talk about Cyberpunk 2077. Like you said, absolutely hyped for it. I think when it comes out, It's gonna be game of the year. It's gonna be game of the year, whatever year
One-
it comes out. What is that? 2020,
100%.
April 2020. We finally got the release date.
Yep, so
And
hype. The graphic, like the bit when he's like looking in the mirror and you can see like all
yeah.
the like, oh, I'm
Mhm,
almost convinced that this
mhm.
isn't running on Xbox One or even Xbox One X. I reckon that's our Xbox Scarlet footage. I reckon that's next gen footage, and I
Yeah.
reckon it'll be coming out on that as well. I know this comes
Oh,
out
yeah.
in April, and the Xbox Scarlet is pinned for holiday 2020, but it's getting a port. Like, there's, that it's blowing my mind. I'm
Yeah.
watching the trailer again right now, and it
Well,
looks incredible.
we seen like PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. We've seen a lot of games
Yeah,
poured over to the PlayStation 4. So
like
I'm
Ghosts,
pretty
like
sure,
GTA 5s, things like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll see that happen again. But Cyberpunk looks absolutely amazing. I'm trying to think what we got out of that trailer though. I know we got kind of more in depth about like how some of the missions are kind of being handled. I guess like V was getting like beat up by like some big old black dude because he didn't necessarily like do the mission right, or somebody there was a casualty within the mission or whatever. So
Yeah.
yeah, you get a little bit more story context there. We didn't get no gameplay, but I mean at the end of the day we got Keanu Reeves, and that's probably the best
Yes!
moment. Yeah.
Breathtaking! What a
You're
moment.
breathtaking.
Oh, I love Keanu Reeves so much. And
Yes,
you
right.
know the guy who yelled, like when Keanu says like, "Oh, walking those streets is going to be breathtaking," and the guy yelled, "You're breathtaking." He's got
Right.
like a free. He's been given like a free copy of the deluxe edition of the game now.
I heard of that, and
Like
it's
that costs
like
250 quid. Like that's
right,
like
right. CD
wi-
Projekt Red was like, "You just, like, promoted the game in such a beautiful way. We're gonna
yeah.
give you the game
Well,
straight
it's
up." Like
become a massive meme. Like instantly, but
yeah.
like not in a bad way where people are making fun of the game. It's in a way that sort of like
It's
glorifies the game
memorable.
and makes it look so cool, rather
Yeah.
than in like when people were memeing Anthem and there was a bus that had like an Anthem advertising slogan on the side, and there was that meme that was like, "I'd get on, but I hope it doesn't crash" or whatever. And
Exactly.
it's like there can be really negative memes connotated with games,
Mhm.
but this is just pushing and advertising the game so
Positive.
much.
Mhm. Makes it very memorable. And it was great. I can't believe, and I was telling my friends yesterday, Saturday, I think. I was like, I said yesterday, Saturday. It was on Saturday, not yesterday. But I was telling them, I was like, how did they keep that under like wraps? Like, how did they keep that out of the way that he was in the game? Because we never even heard rumors that he might be in the game. We never even heard those rumors. So it's like they must have met in like here in America, Los Angeles, something, because CD Projekt Red is a Polish developer. So it's like if Keanu Reeves was in Poland, we would know. So it must have been somewhere in Los Angeles, maybe New York, that they were recording his stuff, because they kept that a secret for a while.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Which it's insane that he's in the game, and again, the graphics are like it just looks like a video of Keanu Reeves. Like
Yeah, it's
it's
amazing.
oh, I love it so much. And I was reading this just before. Apparently, Keanu Reeves has got like the most amount of lines in the game other than V. So that's
Yeah.
he's got a big part. Like it's not just like a little cash grab.
Hmm.
Like it's genuinely. Oh, I'm so pumped for that.
He's a big asset, big like part of the game, basically.
Yeah,
And
yeah, he's
I
important.
mean, you have more lines than the main character who talks, because some main characters don't. That's a pretty big thing. So he's going to be a very central character to the game.
I'm so pumped for that. That's it looks incredible, and you know that like I'm not sure how much it costs in the US, but over here their deluxe edition is like £250. I
Hmm.
want to go in. I want to go in so bad. I'm
You're gonna
considering
get
it.
it. So what do you get out of it? What
Maybe.
do you know what you get out of it?
There's like a cool like statue thing. I'll actually look it up now. The one thing that's stopping me from getting it is that like that and Watch Dogs Legion, which we'll get into later, they come out like within months of each other. So if I get like the
Hmm.
£250 version of Cyberpunk, I'm probably not going to be able to get Watch Dogs, which I really want. So we'll have
Hmm.
to see how things go. I'm just looking up the collector's edition.
Collector's edition of that. I know there's a
Right.
few things.
It's got the collector's edition box, case with
Uh huh.
game discs,
Hmm.
steelbook, 10-inch statue of V in action, hardcover art book, metal pin set, VTech metal keychain, annotated copy of Visitor's Guide to Night City, evidence bag, embroidered patches, World Compendium, postcards, map, sticker bomb set, and then the game soundtrack and some like wallpapers and stuff. So there's a lot
Wow.
in that. But also,
There is a lot in that.
is
There's a lot
that
in that.
worth £250? I
You
tell you
get
what,
game
that's a
couple.
pretty good statue. I can't even lie.
Yeah, and you know what? You're getting the still, but you're getting a whole bunch of collectibles in that, obviously.
There's so much there.
Yeah, there is a lot there. The soundtrack, I hope the soundtrack is good. I hope they got we rumored there's like some Kanye, Lady Gaga type stuff going on there. So hopefully it's good. I would think that, it was good. We're talking about the developers of like The Witcher 3, The Witcher.
Yeah.
So
And on top of that, just this game, everything about it looks great to me. Like, I love that it's
mhm,
got sort of like this dystopian future. And I've talked about this before, but like, it's called pathetic fallacy, where like if something's bad, like in a character's life or like a bad thing's happening, the sky's like dark and it's raining. Whereas
yeah.
like this is a totally dystopian future where things are shitty, but the sky's
mhm,
blue because the sun won't just stop working because things are bad. Like the sky's blue, people are active, people go their day-to-day lives because it is just a functioning world. And the
Yeah.
amount of stuff in this that seems to be like they're not just telling us what this world is, they're just showing us this culture and what's been built. It's just everything this game has, there's so much going for it, and it just looks incredible. I can't wait.
Yeah, I can. It's definitely my most anticipated game right now. Out of that,
Same.
and then there's another game that they showed that I am very highly anticipating called The Outer Worlds.
I didn't see. Well, I sort of, but like I didn't pay much attention to this. So do you want to sort of take me through that?
It's being developed by the guys that made Fallout New Vegas, Obsidian, who recently got obtained by Microsoft. But The
Mm.
Outer Worlds will be coming out for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. But it's coming out October 25th. It's going to be a very strong story-driven narrative kind of first-person shooter. So I'm really hyped to kind of have those kind of get my Mass Effect itch back and my really good Fallout game itch back. Like, be able to scratch those itches because it's like, I, you know, Mass Effect Andromeda didn't do it. Fallout 4 was
Absolutely not.
okay. Yeah, Fallout 4 was okay, but it's like this game's gonna kind of bring you back to that kind of sort of style of first person shooter. So I'm really excited for that game.
Yeah, and it's coming on Game Pass as well, which is insane.
hmm
Like, I love that Microsoft's doing that with their exclusives. Like, they did it
hmm
with. This isn't a very good game, but they did it with Crackdown 3. They
Yeah.
did it with Forza 4. And so, like, I love that, like, it's not just like the indie titles. We're actually getting their big AAA releases on Game Pass, which just adds so much value to it. And I hope both PlayStation and Nintendo follow suit with this because it's free money basically. Because not everyone's going to buy your new game, but
hmm
if you get their new AAA game for like 10 quid a month and hundreds of other games, people are on that instantly. Like, I feel like you can't really have an Xbox One at the moment without just copping Game Pass. So,
No, I completely believe it. And I signed up as soon as they said that Game Pass was coming to PC.
mm,
Signed up immediately because I was like, oh yeah, I get to play Sea of Thieves. I never thought I was going to be able to play that game. But because I'm on PC, I get the PC Game Pass. As soon as Halo Reach gets on there, I'm getting on that. When they start releasing all those Halo games, which they kind of did talk about too, I cannot wait. Um,
yep. And I'll tell you
moving,
now, don't
what's up?
have you played Sea of Thieves yet?
No.
Don't set your expectations too high.
Oh no, it's pretty low. No, I know about the game enough. I'm like, nah, it's low. It's low.
The first time I went on it, because you have to sort of like be in a team, otherwise it just doesn't work. Like none
mhm.
of my mates had it, so I just go into like this random team, and I'm just instantly called like 17 racist slurs, like
Oh
within the first
goodness. Oh,
30 seconds.
it's
It's
toxic,
one of those
toxic.
sort of things. Xbox Project Scarlet. First thing I have to say with this, don't call it. Don't change the name. Like Project Scorpio, they changed it to Xbox One X. Just call it Xbox Scarlet. That's a good name.
You
That's
like
a
that
good
name?
name. I love that name. I'm totally here for it. Spoilers in the next like 30 seconds for Avengers Endgame.
Do you like it because it has just like a name tied to Scarlett Johansson?
No.
Because that's what I think of when I think of Project Scarlet. I'm like, okay.
I just think it's simple, it's effective. You can have some good marketing with it. And yeah, Black Widow died, so we need our Scarlett Johansson fix.
I never saw the movie, so thanks for that.
Oh
I'm
no!
just messing with you.
Oh, I'm, I'm gonna
I'm not
put.
I'm not even interested in the movie like that. Like I never really followed the Marvel movies like that. I'll watch the Spider-Man ones, but I'm like, yeah, whatever.
I just panicked so much that my
It's
heart is
like big old
going.
spoiler alert. Like that's crazy though. Like you can't kill off Scarlett Johansson. That's wild.
I'm gonna actually insert a spoiler alert just
Yeah, major
before this.
spoiler alert.
I'll
Yeah,
record that now. Spoilers in the next like 30 seconds for Avengers Endgame.
right.
Right.
Okay. So okay, so Project Scarlet, you want it to be I'm gonna actually go on the other side. I hope they do change the name because I don't
I'm gonna
know
fight
about
you on this.
yeah, but do you want it to be called Xbox Scarlet or Xbox Project Scarlet?
Just Xbox Scarlet.
Xbox Scarlet.
It works. Just give like
It just
change
don't
the
sound like a
green
gaming
Xbox
console to
logo.
me.
I reckon just change the Xbox logo to red and call it the Scarlet for this generation, and that's fine. You don't need like a complicated name. Or they could just call it like the Xbox. Like, thing is, they massively like ruin themselves with calling it the
The
Xbox,
Xbox
then the
One.
360, then the
Yeah,
One. Like,
right.
it's such a dumb move. They could have just gone Xbox, Xbox Two, Xbox Three. Like, I don't
They
know.
could have. They could have. They were just trying to do something different than probably what PlayStation was doing. But Xbox Scarlet, I can get used to it. It's just
Mm.
every time I say it and I think of it, I always just picture an Xbox 360 with like red hair. Like I just
That's the deluxe edition. That the collector's version.
yeah, I want to see what it's like when you turn that one on. Okay, but
Gee,
but Project
woo!
Scarlet is gonna be what 60 to about 120 frames. So if PlayStation can match that, that's gonna be great. That means console gaming is starting to unlock the frames finally.
Well, I
Uh,
was gonna say the only thing I like about the Xbox Scarlet so far is the name,
mhm.
because the rest of it just okay. Like, I want to do a whole video about this, so keep an eye for that on WiiTalk, everybody. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
But there's no like okay, here's the thing. They're saying like, oh, it's got 8K resolution. You go and see a film, you go to the cinema, even in IMAX with 65-foot screens, that's not even 4K, and you don't see a single issue with it. If you could
Mhm.
blow your screen up to 65 feet and not see any difference between that and 1080p, you don't need the bigger version. Just put that power towards making assets render better, or having like just there's so much more you could do than just it looks better. Because also, who owns an 8K TV? There's
Mhm.
no point, there's no need, because again, you could take a 1080p video, stretch it
Mhm.
out to 65 foot, and it looks fine. It looks more than fine. It looks great. It looks
Yeah.
crystal clear. So there's like it's getting to the point now, and here's why I think Nintendo are going to roll the next few generations. They can start having like 4K on portable in the next, like obviously not soon, but like in the next 10 years, they'll start to innovate. Whereas Xbox and Sony are just doing the same traditional, just like box consoles, where people aren't going to care that it's got 8K because they can't really see the difference.
Yeah.
So that'll push them behind. Nintendo are going to keep innovating in like the handheld market or with the gimmicks, and that's more appealing. So
Mhm.
Nintendo are just going to start to absolutely rule when it comes to console sales.
I would clap for exactly what you're saying, but I feel like it's just gonna mess up the mic quality and whoever's listening, it's gonna hurt their ears. But
Yeah,
you are 110% correct. Like 4K, 8K, all that stuff is like that's just pleasing to people that just play FIFA and Madden casually all year long. Like they want to see that because they know that's what like modern day media kind of brings to the table. 4K TVs, 8K TVs, but we're gamers. The people that watch WiiTalk are smart people and gamers. We know frames is kind of more what we want, more power within the HDDR and things like that. We know we want that a little bit more than just like 8K, all that stuff. So if Project Scarlet can go up to 120 and you're playing Halo Infinite on it, you're gonna notice the difference. And that's where not PlayStation, that's where Xbox is going to strive like really,
yeah.
really well, really well. So at the point, we just need to see what PlayStation has to kind of rival against that. Because right now, I've had the conversation already where PlayStation 5 doesn't have any exclusives. Scarlet, 120 frames, and you get Halo Infinite. So it's like so far, PlayStation is making the right moves. They need a little bit more exclusives with those big like developers that they got, but they're going towards the right direction. At least they didn't mention that they wanted this to be an entertainment system. You know what I'm saying? And just
Yeah.
Netflix is still on there, like type stuff. So I'm happy with Project Scarlet or Xbox Scarlet, whatever your redheaded console needs to be.
I also don't, and I know I'm gonna get stick for this. I don't care for 120 frames per second. Like the human eye can see in 1,000 frames per second. Like that's fine, but you
Mhm.
can't really tell the difference between 60 and 120. So again, I'd rather that power be put into something more important, like loading faster, or so like some even in Red Dead Redemption 2, which is a beautiful game.
Mhm.
Sometimes you'll like look at the trees and some of the textures will render a bit pixelated, like nothing game breaking and nothing that will affect the game experience at all. But like, I'd rather the effort goes into making every single minute detail perfect. Because like, I'm not saying games have to be perfect, but like, I'd rather be able to play a 60 frames per second game and notice the difference in sheer graphic quality than play one in 120 frames per second with the same graphics but not really be able to tell a difference in frame rate. Because the big thing for me is that some like okay, one thing that I did like about it is it's got real-time ray tracing. All you have to
Mhm.
do is look at Minecraft with ray tracing mods on to see what sort of a difference that can make.
Yeah,
Like
that
that
does
is
change it. Yeah.
that's incredible. I'm all for
Mhm.
that. Up the RAM a little bit, but there's just no need for 120 frames per second and 8K in my opinion. It's just wasted space. It's wasted power, and I'd rather see them innovate on a new front than just go more frames per second, higher resolution because it's not a major thing.
Do you play on PC?
Yeah.
No, I give no 120 4K, no, but 120 1080. I think everything, all the aesthetics you're talking about, I think what you're saying is correct because maybe they don't need to focus on the 4K, right? But all the everything you're talking about, frames kind of adds into all that stuff. But when I
Okay.
play, you use Red Dead Redemption as the example, right? When I play Red Dead Redemption on PlayStation 4 and I'm going through like Valentine and there's a whole bunch of NPCs in there, I do get that slowed down kind of game. Like my gameplay kind of slows down. That's just the PlayStation 4 kind of trying to get everything rendered at once at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Yeah.
frame issue, and that's kind of what you're talking about, kind of issue. So, like
I
120,
see.
that
I see.
much, you know what I'm saying? Maybe 120 is a lot, but even going up to 80, going up to 100, maybe kind of unlocking a little bit more does help out the Xbox a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to help out all that with exactly what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Can I just add, Valentine is such an incredible town in Red Dead 2. Like, that's
It
just
has
such
so
a
much
great place.
character.
It's got
It's
such a
amazing.
great vibe. And like after you move, like very minor spoilers for like chapter 3 of the game, when you
Yeah.
have to move away from Valentine nearer to, is it Rhodes? Like it's that place is no good. You can't pull out a gun because you're a sheriff. It's no good. The whole point of Red Dead is pulling a
Mhm.
gun out on an innocent shopkeeper and getting like $20. You can't do that in Rhodes because you're acting as a sheriff. It's no fun, and you can't just arrest people for no reason. That'd be fun if you're playing
That
as a
is true.
sheriff. It would be great to just arrest people for no reason. You can't do that.
Mhm. No,
I
ain't
got
none of
just
that. Still a perfect game though.
it's such an incredible game. Um, is that
We
pretty much everything to talk about at Xbox E3?
if I can just ramble through some things right quick. Blair Witch
Yeah, sure,
Trial,
man.
Blair Witch. We got that. Looks like a scary game. I ain't playing it. I'm gonna let Niall get that one, and y'all will see that
No.
here on Wii. I'm terribly
I might
scary at
go in.
games.
I might go in. I don't. I can watch a horror film and not get like I watched it and I just laughed the whole time. Like it's not scare. Like any jump scare. It's just because it's a clown. It just
Yeah.
makes me laugh inherently. Just
You're a sadistic little son. Like you're a sadistic little boy. Like
oh
if you
that
could
that,
watch
that
that,
bit where the that bit where the boy got his leg bitten off. It was so funny.
oh my goodness.
I
uh
don't actually think that was funny. I would just like to clarify.
okay. Minecraft Dungeons, we got to see that.
That was
Halo for
it.
PC, of course. Yeah, dope. DBZ Kakarot RPG style Dragon Ball Z game got its little shine on. Gears 5 September 10th. Fantasy Star 2 comes spring 2020. Elder Ring coming from From Software, awesome game, and yeah, Halo Infinite got its shine on, and it's going to be an exclusive on Project Scarlet. But real quick, why was Microsoft the best though?
It just, first of all, Cyberpunk. Second of all,
Uh-huh.
Xbox Scarlet, because I know, like, I don't like a lot of the details in that, but just getting confirmation of the next gen is really, really cool. And
Yeah.
you know what? I like the little video they put together. There wasn't much to it. It was just people talking, but it had charm to it. I enjoyed it. And then what was the other thing I liked? I don't know. I closed the Xbox tab.
Close that.
It was good. I liked it. I don't know. It's just
I'm gonna
because
say Xbox was my second favorite, but we're gonna get to my favorite. But
I
I'll put the sticker of approval for now. Boom, Xbox. Bam.
I would also say it's tied with something else, but we'll get to
We'll
it.
get
I think we've both got the same one coming up.
Yep. Which one's next? Ubisoft was Ubisoft
I
next?
think it was Bethesda next. Yeah, it was
Oh, what's
Bethesda.
Bethesda next? Oh God, yeah. What a
What an awful show! Like, not because of the games, because of the crowd.
Look, Niall, can you make sure we have a curse button right here? Because what a shit show.
I will not edit this at all.
What a crap showing from Bethesda that was. I mean, it must have been only Doom was the only thing that was cool.
I think Doom and what was the other thing? Oh no, there wasn't another thing. It was just Doom.
Maybe some Wolfenstein. Are you hyped for Wolfenstein or something?
It seems to have lost a lot of the charm of the earlier games. It's just like it doesn't look as good as the first two did. But I'll watch it. I'll have a look on what's coming up soon.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna say I'm not overly hyped for it. But also, one of the main things that made me hate this show was just the audience. Bearing in mind that this is like the presentation after the Keanu Reeves You're Breathtaking guy, which he got something worth £250 from that. So my theory is that, like, people found out he got like $250,000 worth of stuff and was like, okay, if we just yell really loud, we'll get free stuff. So, like, there was a bit where, like, the guy comes out and he just goes, "That's right, we put a battle royale in Fallout 76."
And they
The
screamed
two
for
most hated things. Like,
yeah.
and also, he just swears in the middle of it. He's like,
"Yeah, we put a battle royale in Fallout 76.
Oh, he said, he's one of us.
and it's just like, there's no need. Cut it. But, like, the two most hated things, battle royale and Fallout 76. And everyone's
Fallout
like,
76.
"We love you, Bethesda." Whoa! It's and then, like,
It's terrible.
and then when they were like announcing that, like, that Elder Scrolls mobile game is on the Switch now, everyone lost their minds. It's a mobile game.
It's so bad.
Do you guys not have phones? Like, how can one company get booed because of a mobile game and one company applauded and cheered and, like, just it doesn't make sense.
Right.
Something about
100%.
Todd Howard just irritates me as well. Like, something about just, guys, we're putting a new Elder Scrolls game. If you buy this new port of Skyrim for the 10th time, you'll get a free sticker with the Skyrim logo on it. Just shut up, man.
Yeah. Let's start off
We're
with
on
the Fallout
Skyrim. It's been 10
76.
years.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Fallout 76. Okay, so they put.
By the way, I
battle
feel like
royale
I've been absolutely shouting for the past, like, 5 minutes.
I mean, you moved away from the mic, so thank you for that. But yeah, Fallout 76 gets a battle royale mode. We could have played it for free, but I was not gonna move my time away just to play that. And then they talk about how they're gonna finally put NPCs in the game, and people cheered for that, like you said. But it's like that could have been in the game from the beginning.
Yeah.
But now they have your $60. Now it's like, oh, now we'll do the extra work and we'll give you NPCs.
Put in the new stuff. I don't even know. Putting stuff in that should have been there at launch, and, like, it's like the Kirby Star Allies effect. Like, that game was empty when it first came out, and they slowly filled it with more stuff that made it a good game. But if a game's like a 2 out of 10 when it comes out, and then 6 years later it's an 8 out of 10 because of DLC, guess what? That game's still a 2 out of 10. Like, that's not a good game. It's just it's just been updated a lot. It doesn't, like, so cheering because, like, you didn't put effort in earlier, but, like, thanks for putting in effort now. Like, it just,
It's crap. It's just modern day gaming, but it's not. I don't like saying that because like there's a lot of games that do it right, like the game we just
Yeah.
talked about, Cyberpunk 27. So, but yeah, it was stupid from Bethesda. That was dumb. You said the mobile Elder Scrolls game, Elder Scrolls Blades. Last year when they announced it, I was pissed, and when they said it was coming to Switch, I was still pissed. Like I was just like, screw that game. They announced Commander Keen, another ridiculous. They spent 8 minutes on that game. Another little crap mobile game, not interested in it. And yeah, everything else was just pretty subpar from there.
I will say everything was subpar apart from Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal looked awesome.
The only game that deserved the cheering it got, because
Yeah.
I'm so excited, and it comes out like, what is that, 15 days after my birthday, so getting
release
that
date is it?
pre-order, 22nd of November.
Okay.
My birthday's on the 7th, so
Oh yeah.
if anyone
yeah.
listening wants to buy me anything, I'd really appreciate that. If you want to send stuff in, my
The
address
collector's
is,
edition of that.
yeah. I'll just give out my address live on the podcast, and you can come and deliver me presents. To my face, please come over to.
No news on Elder Scrolls 6 or Starfield.
Which like they did it last year just to be like, because they had an awful show last year as well.
Oh,
I
it was
don't know why
god-awful.
anyone ever expects anything from Bethesda, but they had an awful show last year, and so just to like fill it out a bit, they were like, yeah, of course we're making a sequel to our best-selling game of all time.
Yeah.
And it's just nothing since then. So
before we leave off Bethesda, I just want to say that Ghostwire looked decent from Tango. Who was that? Tango Gameworks or whoever does that. The people that do the what game is that? The Evil Within. They're making a new game called Ghostwire. It was that
Shinji
cute little
Mikami.
Japanese girl, yeah, that came out and she was all excited about it. So that looked cool. But other than that, Bethesda gets a D for me. Like,
it gets an F from me. What?
like you wouldn't even. I at least said that they were there. Like you get a D for being there.
I would rather they won.
We'll trade them for Sony.
I'll tell you what, I was going to say, swap Bethesda out for Sony, and you've got a pretty alright E3, because we didn't talk about this up top. What were your like general overarching thoughts on the entirety of E3 this year?
People were dogging the mess out of E3 this year, but I thought I watched everything. So I watched the Nintendo Treehouse stuff. I watched like all the interviews. So when I grab all that together with the how good Xbox did, how good all some of the other ones did, I thought it was actually okay. I feel like there was like Square did a lot better than last year. Ubisoft did a lot better than last year. So when I look at that, I'm like, oh, it was decent. I feel like it's only because it's the E3 right before major new consoles come out. So it was always going to be, it's always going to be, we're not too sure. And I think everybody thought we were going to get more from Scarlet, from the Project Scarlet, more from PlayStation 5, but that's going to happen next year. So next year should be a better E3.
Well, like, and also like Sony pulled out, which like looking at the timetable now and like the streams there is a blank spot. Like it feels a bit empty because of it. But then like you forget like they don't have anything to show. I'd rather they like didn't come because they don't have anything to show than do what they did last year, where they pad it out by moving everyone into a tent for 15 minutes. Like,
yeah, it was stupid and it was expensive for Sony.
Yeah,
really expensive.
It was so dumb, and there was no need for it. And
the games looked great though. The games we got out of it were amazing, but it was. But
they also had that E3. I think it was either 2015 or 2016, where they just talked about everything they'd even like written on a napkin for the next 10 years of the gaming.
Exactly.
So they've gone all out. They've burnt out. There's not much coming for them for the next year, but the PS5 is going to hit. From what we've seen of it, it looks just insane. It looks. I can't wait for the PS5.
Yeah.
Just quickly, Xbox Scarlet or PS5 so far?
Oh, I say Scarlet so far.
I would also say Scarlet, I think, but it depends on how they do backwards compatibility. Because if Scarlet's having none, and the PS5 it's confirmed to have PS4 backwards compatibility, and I'm hoping it has PS1, 2, and 3 as well. Fingers crossed.
And let me just say, I don't own an Xbox right now. I'm strictly on PC for my Xbox gaming needs. I have a PlayStation 4 and a Switch, but it's like the reason why I say Scarlet is simply because we know what's coming for it. There's an exclusive that I like that's for it, and right now PlayStation is still like not too sure what's going on. For like, so you said for right now it's Scarlet, and this is I think people need to understand this is a brand new console generation. What happened last generation, where PlayStation 4 completely obliterated like Xbox, yeah, this is a new slate, and I think
Yeah.
Xbox has it going on right now with what can happen. So I think it's all in their court. And for right now, I'm gonna take Scarlet right now.
So next up was Ubisoft. I
Yeah.
loved this. Not my favorite, but
Mhm.
pretty good.
So what you said you like Watch Dogs Legions, right? Let's talk about Watch Dogs Legion.
Watch Dogs 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. I didn't think we were going to end up getting a third one because, like, the first Watch Dogs was received pretty poorly. I love Watch Dogs 2, but it's just I feel like the overarching response to it was it's good, no need for any more. But this
Yeah.
one, it's set in London, which I was in London the day this was announced and was watching the trailer and was like, oh, this is literally where I am right now. That's pretty cool.
That's kind of
And
crazy. And it's very ambitious because you can play as anybody. Like
character,
you can
yeah.
recruit people. So it's like it's like Ubisoft has done and said things like this, but it's like, hold on, like what is the catch? Like is it as deep as we're saying or that you guys are saying it is, or is there like a select number of people? Because that means they have to get people to play these characters. So it's like, so you're telling me there's everybody in the game has like a character to them?
Yeah. Well, I was listening to a podcast called Filthy Casual, which everyone should check out. It's really, really funny stuff. And they were talking, maybe it's like almost like procedurally generated. So like one character has like personality type A and it's matched up with like voice actor, and how long it'll be until like those start to repeat themselves and you've got two characters who happen to have the same voice actor and sound the same but just look different, and like how superficial it is, or if it's actually like deep and is and also whether it's going to be important to the story of the game, because if it's not, if it's just a gimmick, it could weigh that game right down.
Yeah, I bet you there's two characters that like are really important to the story.
Yeah. And then there'll be like a third or fourth in DLC or something.
Yeah. I don't know. Watch Dogs is always left a bad taste in my mouth. I didn't play the second one. I was hyped about the second one, never got around to it, but the third one
It's
seems like
good.
seems like it's, I don't know. I'll check in with you about it. I'm not too sure about it.
I'm just so excited. And like being from the UK and being in London, I'm going back up there again like another few times before this game comes out. Like, but watching that trailer while sitting on and being like, it's an insanely accurate version of London they've got. Like, they've not just like half-assed it and put like, because like sometimes you'll see like they put like the London Eye, Big Ben, the Shard, and Buckingham Palace within like 30 meters of each other, and that's not the case. Like, London's
Right.
massive and difficult to
huge.
get around,
Yeah,
and the
it's
tube
huge.
is unbearable when you've just been to a Tame Impala concert and like 17,000 people are trying to get on the same train at the same time, and you just want to cry while standing up. I had a rough weekend.
We're gonna I'm gonna, if I get it, I'm gonna recruit you now. I'm gonna try to find you a
Yeah.
PC.
That's a challenge for all you fans out there. Of the three of you that are out there, try and find.
Some kid that looks like Harry Potter in the game.
I swear. Oh, I bought new glasses because of that. You brought it up on the podcast like last month, and then like immediately I got a comment saying, "Oh yeah, you do look a bit like Harry Potter." And I just
Get
wanted
new
to
glasses.
I got the new glasses, got a haircut. Thing is, these glasses, I'm going to go on a rant. These glasses aren't even round; they're square, and still people are coming up to me every day at school and being like, "You know, you look like Harry Potter." It's irritating. Oh, but this
Mind your own
Friday,
business.
this Friday, there's a school trip that like me and like 5 of my mates are going on. Like, it's pretty exclusive because we're English ambassadors. Just putting that out there.
Oh, wow.
One of the big kids. We're going to like the Harry Potter studios, like where they filmed it,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be so good. And I'm gonna bring my old circular glasses, and see how many free butter beers I can get. How many
Oh
little
my
perks I can get for
goodness.
looking a bit like
That
Harry
is
Potter.
dope. Like that is really cool.
It's gonna be sick. And there's also like a bit where like they bring up like a 4 or 5-year-old to like open the doors to the big hall, and I'm just gonna like put my hand up and be like, please can I do it? I'm Harry Potter.
Oh my
Like,
goodness.
I might pretend to really struggle with the door like it's really heavy. And just like the 4-year-old next to me has pushed it right open. I'm like, it won't open. Oh, I'm so looking forward. Well, we've gone so off topic,
Yeah.
considering
No.
how long we've spent on 2 conferences.
Oh man, that's funny. Okay, so with Ubisoft, Rainbow Six Quarantine got announced. You got like this a little infection or something like that going on in the game. So I don't know, it looks cool. Didn't really see too much of it, but it looks cool.
Yeah, they announced like 4 or 5 like Tom Clancy stuff. There was Ghost
Mhm.
Recon Breakpoint, Elite Squad, Rainbow Six Quarantine, The Division 2 Year 1, which what a dumb name. Division 2 Year 1. What? What?
It takes
What are
you
you trying to say?
it takes you to the Pentagon. You're gonna have like a manhunt thing, and then it's gonna take you outside of the DC area. I didn't really think that they were gonna leave it all in DC though, because DC's like that's our capital here in the United States. But like, I wouldn't go out of my way really to go to DC. I'm not even gonna say any
Gotta
political views or nothing. But
yeah, let's steer clear from that.
I'm not
That's a
even gonna say
landmine.
that. Yeah. Gods and Monsters got a like a little trailer. It looks like Assassin's Creed Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying it's very, and I do see the Assassin's Creed influences. I'm not sure what my thoughts on it are. It's a new IP. I'm always glad to see a new IP, but
Yeah.
this looks it looks fun.
Mhm.
But I'm not a big Assassin's Creed fan. Like, I played
Yeah.
Origins.
Mhm.
I played the first 30 minutes of Odyssey and then traded it back in because I just wasn't. I find them difficult to get into, and I don't have, because I'm so like young. I don't have like a massive income. The games I buy, I want to love. So if
Mhm.
there's a game that I don't love, I'll trade it in and use that money to buy another game that I do love, and that's how I got Red Dead 2, and it's a better game. So it's.
Right.
I'm not. I don't know. There's also like Ubisoft's pretty in bed with Google when it comes to Stadia, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that comes through. There was no like Google E3 presentation, which I expected there to be like a last minute thing where they're like, "Yeah, Google's going to be here at E3. Watch that stream."
Yeah.
But there was nothing really.
Yeah, Gods and Monsters. I'm actually excited to see what it is, but we don't know enough about it. So Ubisoft, I just feel like left out a lot of things. There was no Beyond Good and Evil 2 showing, there wasn't no Assassin's Creed showing, there wasn't no Splinter Cell. So it's like everything else was all right. So I don't know. If I had to give him a grade, I'd give him a C minus. Matter of fact, you guys can head to the Soul Dojo. I did like all my grading on there throughout all the E3 conferences, and I gave Ubisoft a C minus for it. They did okay.
If I had to give them a grade, I would say 7 because the grading system in the UK has changed to something really, really dumb. Where instead of 1 to 10, it's 1. Like, okay, it used to be like A, B, C, D, F,
Yeah.
like the normal thing.
Yeah.
Some insane, because also like our head of education, whose name I can't remember, but he's like in court at the moment because he was caught doing like a bunch of drugs and alcohol and stuff. So that's
Jesus.
great. And he must have been high when he came up with our new grading system because it's like on a scale of 1 to 10, but it's not 1 to 10, it's 1 to 9. But then there's also boundaries that's 1, 2, 3, 4, but a 4 is in the boundary of a 7 to 9. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. So the fact that you explained that and the fact you just gave them a 7, I don't even know what you're trying to say.
Me neither. So
moving on to Square Enix.
in the normal version, I'd say it's about C. I don't know. So Square Enix is E3. What do you think of that Avengers game?
All honesty, what I think about it is it was weird seeing. I don't know. The characters look weird to me. I think it's because media has just thrown out that look, Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man, Scarlett Johansson is Black Widow, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like now seeing them differently, it's like, oh.
Well, I'd even say, because I'm a big Marvel fan, so I knew the comics before I knew the films. I've watched the TV shows. I
Yeah.
know, like, pretty much every single different look for the characters. I love the voice actors. Hate these character designs. Why
the character
Captain
design's
America's
so
wearing a military vest for some reason? Like, what's that about? It sort of seems like they've, like, taken a 2D image of Thor and, like, curved it round a 3D model. Like the way that his chest plates are, they just don't seem right. Bruce Banner looks alright. Black Widow's jawline's real weird. She looks like Lord Farquaad. It's strange.
Oh, shit.
She does.
Oh my god.
Like, put them side by side.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does have a big face. Like, yeah. I was like, and like we're getting. This is what I was trying to tell my man. We're getting the better Marvel game from Nintendo, and I'm like, I'm way more excited for that one.
Same. And also, after Spider-Man PS4, I was expecting a lot more, but it seems to have gone back to sort of like back before the MCU films got big in like 2005, 2006. There was like an Iron Man game. There was then like when the Captain America film came out in like 2011, there was like a Captain America game, and just like the movie tie-in stuff. It was no good, and it looks too much like that for me to really be able to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, they left out Hawkeye, so I'm very upset about that. Also, what's the deal with Thor? He just looks. There's something weird about him. I can't tell what it is. He just doesn't look right.
Yeah, I don't like his outfit.
It's strange. It's gone back to sort of like the Norse mythology roots of Thor, but in a way that's like, but they've tried to blend it with the comic book version, and it just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
And also, they've came out and they've been like, oh yeah, it's completely riddled with microtransactions. Enjoy that. So...
What?
Yeah.
I thought they said that there wasn't any. Like, it wasn't no pay to win nothing, and it wasn't anything in there.
They said that, but then they've just said, oh yeah, it's got microtransactions. I'll look up the actual thing now. Avengers A-Day. Also, what an awful name. Avengers A-Day.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Just call it Avengers Day. It doesn't, like...
Yeah.
Anyway, Avengers A-Day, not microscope, microtransactions.
We didn't see any official gameplay of it either, so like I really want to see just what it's like because
we saw that like leaked gameplay that was like filmed at a weird angle on the camera, which it looks. It depends what like where the buttons are and like how the actual like controller gameplay works, but from what we've seen, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
What is that? Can you hear that?
No.
I think it's something on my web browser. Videos playing in the back. Oh, where is that? Oh no, an advert started playing on like one of the 12 tabs I've got open, and I can't find which one it's on. And so I've just got like dubstep music in my ears. Oh, there it is.
Goodness.
Right. Pause. No, stop. Okay. Marvel's Avengers, the ambitious new superhero game from Square Enix, will feature microtransactions. Blah blah blah. Crystal Dynamics lead Sean SK confirmed this to IGN. He says there will be custom outfits that you can purchase in microtransactions. So it's just outfits.
It's cosmetic stuff. That's what I thought.
I'm actually fine with that. I'd rather them do like free costume changes, like in Spider-Man PS4. But the fact that it's paid costume changes makes me think that that's sort of only going to be in the online bit.
Maybe.
Because from what I saw, and I might have interpreted this wrong, but I think there's a separate... Oh, that dubstep's playing again! I think there's... I'm just going to talk over it. Okay, pause there. I think there's a separate campaign and multiplayer, so I don't know. This game is a massive enigma at the moment.
Yeah. I think it's very well divided between everybody. Like, everybody's like, I like it, and then other people are like, no, I don't really like it, but... Yeah, Square did all right. I thought Square was a lot better than last year. They had They had a game called Outriders. We got to see. It looked good. Remaster of Crystal Chronicles Final Fantasy. The Last Remnants coming. They showed Dying Light 2.
Yeah.
There was a game I was really excited here. I'm reading through my notes. There was a game that I was really, really excited from Square that I saw.
I've not played the original, but I'm super pumped for the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Oh yeah, Final Fantasy VII remake. Right, that looks great. Looks amazing.
That comes out on March 3rd. That's like the Switch's third year. That's something.
Wow. Yeah, that's Final Fantasy. Okay, March 3rd. Oh, would you say March what?
March 3rd, yeah.
Yeah, okay, 2020. Yeah, it's great that we got a release date though, because Square can hold out on those. Thank you. I just beat Kingdom Hearts for finally. So,
congratulations!
Yay! Great. Okinaki. We talked about it when we did the Nintendo Direct, because apparently that game's gonna be on Nintendo and on Switch. So I'm still hyped for that game. We saw a lot more gameplay of it. I'm still excited to check that out because I do love Octopath Traveler, and I'm getting a little bit of that vibe from it. So Okinaki sounds like it's going to be an awesome game.
Yeah. So I think that's sort of everything they did. There were only like 3 major things, but there was some background. There was a lot of background stuff that were just sort of brief headlines, which also Nintendo did in there. So big announcement, 10 background, not as important stuff. Yeah. Then 2 massive announcements at the end, which we'll go into.
Right now, Nintendo?
Oh, yeah, it is Nintendo next. Oh, damn,
it is Nintendo.
What a segue that was. Oh, wow.
Yep.
I'm going to put in a round of applause sound effect. That's what's going to be in here, and I'm not going to mess up and put the wrong sound effect in. That won't happen. I'm just gonna put freeway noises in the background.
Oh my goodness! That's totally not a. But yeah, Nintendo took it for me. Nintendo definitely took it for me.
100%. Really, really good showing from them.
Really good stuff. I mean, didn't get something that I really wanted when I heard when you said something about the Metroid.
Prime trilogy.
The Metroid Prime trilogy. I was like, oh my god, if that is true, this is gonna be amazing. This is gonna be so awesome. But we didn't get that. The pacing of the Nintendo's conference was amazing. They showed some small games.
Should we go in order? Because I kind of want to. We'll probably one where we broke down that Nintendo Direct on your channel.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like with the Nintendo's Direct, it's best to do it like that.
Yeah, so let's do it.
Opens up some Smash footage. The hero from what's that game called? Dragon Quest Builders. Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
He's in it. Don't know him. Not a massive announcement for me personally. I think he's a lot more popular in the Japanese crowd. Because within this direct, and we'll talk about this later, but we got a very popular Japanese character and a very popular Western character.
Right.
Who people have been clamoring for, but we will get to that. So we got him, and then what did it move into?
Luigi's Mansion.
Oh yeah, it was straight into that, wasn't it? I'm so excited.
It looks good.
I'm so excited.
Looks great.
It's Guigi. He's there. He's having a great. I hope they change the name. I hope there's a subtitle there. But other than that, I'm so Luigi's Mansion 3.
Guigi. It looks great though. They showed the mechanics. They talked about the multiplayer. It looks like an awesome game. And I played the first one, loved it.
It seems like there's a lot going on in it, but in a comfortable way, not in a way that's off-putting.
Yeah.
It seems I'm super pumped for it, and the graphics as well. They look strong. The shading and the lighting. For some reason just looks. To me personally, some of the best we've seen on the Switch.
So, because the other one was on what 3DS?
Yeah,
one was on GameCube, the other one was on 3DS. So this is a return back to the consoles, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I couldn't be more thrilled that it looks the way it does. And the art and that hotel, the design for that hotel, just looks so good, so good.
Really good stuff with Luigi's Mansion. Really good stuff. Luigi's Mansion 3. Really good.
Pumped. Then was it Zelda next? The Link's
Sure.
Awakening?
Yeah, Link's Awakening. I mean, September 20th, 2019. A little bit earlier than I thought. I thought it was gonna be in like
Much earlier,
November.
yeah.
But yo, you can create your own like dungeon, and I think that's gonna everybody that's been playing that Mario Maker, like who's been like hyped for Mario Maker and doing that,
Whoa.
you can do it on on Legend of Zelda also. So and
That
it
game
just looks great.
keeps looking better and better.
Yeah, it looks great.
Like,
It
it
looks
look
great.
again like what I'm saying with the Luigi's Mansion 3. It looks like some of the best graphics we've seen on the Switch. Like it just looks smooth and the lighting looks so
Creative.
good.
So
But
creative.
on that note, apparently some of the E3 demos that people played, like everyone I've read has sort of been like, it doesn't run well. It runs really poorly. Awful frames per second. Not up to
What?
Nintendo's standard. Bearing in mind that this is the company that released Breath of the Wild on the Wii U. Like, Breath of the Wild's a great game. I'm not sure if you've ever played it on the Wii U. It doesn't run well. It does not run well. So,
Man,
if it's if it's running poorly, that worries me.
yeah.
But at the same time, another callback to that Filthy Casuals podcast I've been listening to a lot recently, they went to like the Nintendo demo event like a few months before the Switch came out, and their build of Breath of the Wild for the demo running on the Switch was apparently really poor. So I think Nintendo sort of have a history with bad running demos. And when I went to Insomnia, the Mario Bros. U Deluxe demo was quite laggy, whereas that game in actuality runs really smoothly. So I think it's just something with the way
it's an early
Nintendo
build
maybe
of the
set up
game.
their demos or like their builds. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. I'm excited, but hopefully it's great on the Switch. Next, I'm reading off what I have here. I got The Witcher 3.
Yeah, that was weird. Apparently it runs at about 540p.
Uh-huh.
And that's on handheld, and then it does like 720 dot.
30 frames. 30 frames, right?
I think that's 30, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then like occasionally dropping down to like 25, but nothing too jarring.
I mean, you know what you're getting when if you're playing The Witcher 3 on
Yeah.
the Switch, and guess what? I know what I'm getting, and I'm buying it. So yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
I love The Witcher. So
I think if you're going in on The Witcher 3 for Switch, like if the one you've chosen to play it on is Switch, you're not looking for like the ultimate graphical power. Like
you're looking for mobility, basically.
Yeah.
You're gonna play it anywhere.
And I want to play The Witcher 3 on the go.
Yeah.
That is something I want to do.
Mhm.
So
You never knew you wanted to do it until it happened. So like now it's like I want to do it.
After that, was it No More Heroes? Or was
No
it
More
Resident Evil?
Heroes
No More
3.
Heroes. I hate the humor in this game. What was that like 4th of July joke? Like it's just shut. Like
I need to watch it because that's definitely an American thing. So I need to watch it.
Was today the 4th of July? If not, is the Empire striking back or what?
Something about just video game humor I don't like. The only one that I do like sometimes Zelda has like funny humor in it, like, but it's not like written jokes is the thing. Like any like written jokes in a game just don't work. Like there's a great bit in have you heard of a guy called Donkey on YouTube?
No.
He does like funny like gameplay videos where he sort of like takes the mick out of the games he's playing. There's a bit where he's playing Spider-Man PS4 and someone fires a missile at Spider-Man, and just the joke is Spider-Man says,
What? Is it National Rocket Day or something? That's not a real holiday, Spider-Man.
and it's just awful. Like it's no good. It's just,
Well, Spider-Man usually says some quirky stuff like that, though. Like,
but he doesn't say, "Is it international?" Rocket Day?"
is it International Rocket Day? I'm dead. Well, yeah, No More Heroes is definitely going to be something like that. It's a game that almost didn't get up because I think they had to make a whole new another kind of No More Heroes game to get the money to make this game. So, and for the people that are hyped for this game, I mean, congratulations, you got it there. So,
Yeah. I don't think I could possibly hate a game more. Next thing,
Astral
Chain. This looks great.
Oh
This looks
my
great.
god! I saw the gameplay on Was it Treehouse? No, it wasn't Treehouse.
Yeah,
it was. Was
They
it?
did some on the direct, and then they did like a more on Treehouse.
Yeah, like it's customized characters, all type of stuff. Oh my god,
It
it's just
looks beautiful.
so cool. You get like I forgot what the thing that you carry around with you, but it's like another human being you got chained to you or whatever. And like it's like all the combos from like all the beautiful combos that Platinum Games is just good at putting together. Bayonetta type stuff. It just looks like a game I'm gonna
Yeah,
sink my teeth so deep into. So
it's
great.
definitely it is Platinum Games who did Bayonetta,
Yeah.
and it just looks. I'm more excited for this than I am because I've also ranted about Bayonetta on the podcast before because I hated her in Smash Wii U.
Yeah.
I've recently gone in and played some of the Bayonetta games. I love them. The
Yeah.
Bayonetta one, I've not gone in on Bayonetta 2 yet, but that first Bayonetta is incredible. But I'm more excited for this than I am for Bayonetta 3, honestly.
Right now, yeah, because the Bayonetta 3 didn't even get announced.
Well, we've just got like a title for it, and that's it.
Okay. Oh yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah. But this game looks sick. I mean, I love customizing the character. It looks like it has a great little story with it. So hyped about that. Very hyped about Astral Chain. But I was hyped during the Nintendo Direct for it.
So pumped.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance, I think, was next. They
Yep.
showed gameplay, hyped it up. It's coming out next month.
I will probably not be getting it at launch because I'm not going to have the money for it because of getting like Mario Maker 2 and then Zelda so soon after. And then like Luigi's Mansion 3 coming so soon after that. But it's one on the list for like birthday or Christmas coming up where like it's not something I'm aching to play as soon as it comes out.
Mhm.
But I do want to play it eventually.
We definitely got to play it and put it on the channel.
I
Definitely.
am 100% up for that.
Yeah, that would be funny. That's gonna be really. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be Spider-Man and say the missile joke. Like a lot.
Oh, if you dare! Just every like 10 seconds. Why is it International Rocket Day? Oh,
All right.
that's a great game though. Spider-Man PS4, love it.
It's amazing. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Oh,
This is everything I wanted it to be and more. Everything I wanted it to be and more.
Yes. Oh my God, it's a game that's the game that cures depression. It's amazing.
Yeah, it looks so good. It looks so nice.
It's so cool because like you're going to this new space and it's like you got to build from a tent this time, or like there's not even gonna be a tent when you get there, but you build from like a tent, then you make up to a house, and then like the whole town starts building around you. It's typical Animal Crossing stuff, and it's just adorable. It's adorable, and it's gonna be a game when I'm done shooting crap and done killing zombies and dragons. It's like, thank God I can just get stung by a bee and eat an apple for a couple of hours.
It's Animal Crossing is one of those things. Like I had it on my 2DS. I'll like play it, and I'll just be like, it'll be like 9 o'clock, and I'll be like, okay, I'll play a game for like an hour or two before I go to sleep. And then I look at the time, and it's like 2 in the morning, and I'm like, oh, I've been playing Animal Crossing for 5 hours because
my goodness,
it's so relaxing. It's so like.
I played the first one on GameCube, and I loved it. It's great.
I'm so glad they've also delayed it. It was originally announced with a 2019 release date. It's been pushed back to was it March 2020? They said.
Yeah, so March is going to be crazy. The March, let me look here. The March and April months are, March 20th, 2020. So that March April window is going to be nasty with Cyberpunk and
If it comes to the amount of money, I'm getting Cyberpunk first, but I want Animal Crossing soon after.
Yes.
Like,
not mad about the release date though. I mean, I'm not mad. It's gonna come out.
The reason they said they pushed it back was because I think it was along the lines of like, we want to value our employees' health more than pushing a game out before release date, which is something that should have happened with Red Dead 2. They were lots of them. Was it like 100-hour weeks? And like, there's a documentary about God of War that I watched where like this guy's like, I wrote this like loving father and son, well not loving, but like this father and son relationship because I haven't seen my son in ages because of making the game.
Wow.
But also like, how torturing must it be, right? Because God of War is incredible, but you're programming this game, you're away from your family, see your family, and you're programming this game where like this father's just telling his son to like leave him alone and that you talk to him, and it's like that's rough. But I'm so thankful that Nintendo, because they also like told their mobile developers to like ease off on microtransactions because they want their customers to spend as little money as possible. Like, it's so inherently
Love the
Nintendo.
company. They're so great. They're so great.
Yeah, it's like them, Insomniac, and CD Projekt Red are like my top 3. They're like the holy trinity of games
Pro
development.
consumer developers. They're amazing.
Breathtaking stuff.
Are we getting into the big one right now?
Is it, well, I'm not sure what you're considering. I've got 2 big ones. It was Banjo next, I think.
Let's do it then. We'll do that, then we'll do the next one.
Woo!
Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie coming to Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Yes, we did it! I'm so excited. He's the one
that was
that's made me
dope.
buy the pass. I still haven't got the DLC, but I'm getting it for him. Oh,
Dude, it was sick. I think
looks so
everybody was
good.
like, Dragon Quest character, that's just like another Fire Emblem character, whatever. But when Banjo-Kazooie stepped up, it was like, what?
Like, that reveal trailer where they sort of like redo the king sort of differences. Thing is, I looked away from the screen when the puzzle piece bounced past. I just thought it was King K's crown. So then we see that was like, because the puzzle piece was the major giveaway for most people. I looked away, I didn't see it. And then just like I see the shadow of Kazooie over the top, and I was just like, oh, they're doing it. And then there was the fake out with Duck Hunt, which they did for the King K Rule one. So like even then I was freaking out. I was like, they've done it. The madmen, they've done it. And I'm so excited. He looks like he plays so well. I saw a great tweet earlier though, which is like, when Kirby inhales him, will Kirby get his own Kazooie? Or will it just be like this weird like bird growth coming out of his back?
Wow.
Like
I
this
don't know.
weird mutant lump.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he'll probably get a backpack with his own Kazooie in it, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, it's so great that we've now got.
Don't have a bird coming out of his neck, like or whatever the hell.
That's a great version of Banjo-Kazooie that I want to see.
Yeah, wow.
It's so insane, like the variety we've got in Smash. Like we've got an Italian plumber, we've got the Inklings from Split, like these little squid creatures, and like a bear with a bird in his backpack. Like it's so much happening, and then you've got like Solid Snake, like. But like somehow they all fit in the same game so well, and there's no bits where you're like, oh, that doesn't fit with this character because the toning's wrong. Because they all just sort of mesh well. They just work.
It Ultimate is just one of the best games on Switch, and Nintendo's just continuously coming out with characters that people want in the game, and Banjo-Kazooie is just a good example of that.
Who are you rooting for to come in
next?
Yep.
Okay, big like did you play Kingdom Hearts 3?
No, but I want to at some point.
Okay, I'm not even gonna spoil nothing for you. Bring Sora like into Kingdom Hearts.
That's fair.
Again into Super Smash Bros. And it's like people are like underlining like they like, oh, that'd be really cool if he came in. Like it would just happen. You have Joker from Persona 5. It's like bring Sora, and that would be cool. I want another Sonic character really bad. Like really, really bad. I would like Shadow or Knuckles. Like I would really like that.
There's 2 spaces left on the roster. I'm saying Daruk from Breath of the Wild, because he'd just be perfect.
Yeah, he'd be cool.
And then genuinely, I'm ready for the onslaught of comments. Steve from Minecraft. No joke, completely unironic. I'd love to see him in it. Ever since Minecraft's made that comeback, I've been playing. I think Nintendo could do that so well and make him fit.
I can definitely see Steve from Minecraft. Yeah, I could definitely.
Like his moveset's just laid out on a plateau, ready.
Yeah, like I can already see it.
Like I'm so I want it to happen so bad. Like
yeah, I can totally see it. And like you would see that Minecraft sword come out. You would definitely see it.
100%, no doubt.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What would the final Smash be?
Release the Ender Dragon on you.
Maybe. That'd be cool.
That would be gangster. Like that would be really cool.
Like there's like a cutscene where he like very quickly constructs the portal.
Yeah.
Just like the Ender Dragon just bursts out of it.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. That'd be really
That'd
cool.
be so good.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Maybe something, maybe with a creeper in there, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. I would
Unleashes a
like.
big old creeper.
I'd love for there to be like. What would the stage be for that? Like, there's like the
Oh my
obvious
god.
choice, which is just like blocks and mines and stuff, and like some lava. But
Of
I
course,
reckon they could do some
yeah.
over the top stuff.
Like in the beginning, it would be like a regular like Minecraft. I don't know, like a spot in the world or something like that, because it's all
Yeah.
procedure generated. And then like as you fight through it, it kind of you can go down into the mine, like go down in the mine. You'll see the lava and stuff like that. It'd be really cool.
It could take you like into the end and into the net. Oh,
Dude, that'd be sick.
I'm just looking up like some photoshops people have done. People are very uncreative. It's just trees, really, is what people are saying. Nothing
Yeah.
worth showing. But I'm pumped for that. I really want that to happen. And that either Daruk from Breath of the Wild or Doom guy from Doom. I'd love that so much.
That would be a freaking left hook from right field. Like that would be crazy.
But I reckon he could have a pretty cool moveset, but they'd have to like, I think I've said this before, but they'd have to like turn him down a little bit. You couldn't have him like ripping open Mario's skull and just like stomping his corpse on the
Yeah, I mean they had to do that for
arm to
Bayonetta.
beat him.
Yeah, I mean they had to do that for Bayonetta too, because Bayonetta she gets. I mean, you played the game. She get completely naked when she fights. So
It's a weird game. Coming to the Xbox Scarlett Johansson. So,
right.
Breath of the Wild 2. Can I just say, I was annoyed because I had to go to a theatre rehearsal because I'm playing Captain Hook in Peter Pan, which is a cool thing. So I couldn't watch the Nintendo stream live. I got home. Nintendo hadn't uploaded any of the like videos for it yet, so it was just a totally clear feed. Was watching the stream. About halfway through, around the point where they were talking about Animal Crossing, I get a little notification at the top of my screen, the Breath of the Wild 2 announcement trailer. I was so excited, but so angry that reveal had been ruined for me.
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude, it was so great.
Yeah, rub it in.
Man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was because like, what did they show in the beginning? Because they showed him underneath.
It was just like Link and Zelda sort of walking around a bit.
Yeah, exactly. And
like,
I'm getting the Majora's Mask vibe because it's a little bit more scarier, and I'm like, yo, like this, and it's not a DLC, it's not a add-on, like it's a brand new Breath of the Wild game. Like it's Breath of the Wild 2.
I'm hoping that like once again it's between like 60 to 100 hours. Like I want a massive experience like that.
Absolutely.
Surely it's gotta be. I have like a video. I have like the footage from it sat on on my SD card that I was about to edit. Like probably today that I was going to edit it, and it was talking about what I want in the next Zelda game. And I literally say I don't want like a full new Zelda. Yeah, I want like a Breath of the Wild sequel in the same vein as Majora's Mask. Maybe with like a zombie Ganon coming back. And that is literally exactly what happened.
You should have did it.
I was 1 week late with my editing. Like, I'm so irritated.
They did it too. And it was like, it was exactly that. And they're underneath the castle. So it's like, oh, dude. Do you think it's going to be the same world though? And like, it's just going to be like a darker version of it?
Have you seen Stranger Things?
I've seen the first season.
Yeah, you know the Upside Down where they do like it's like the same world.
Yeah.
But like with just moss growing everywhere and it's really dark.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
You want to see that?
I want to see like I want to be able to go to like Hateno Village and just like see like the buildings slowly rotting away and there's like you know when the blood moon comes up.
Yeah.
I would so love for like there to just permanently be a blood moon.
Oh my god.
It'd make that game so challenging.
Yeah,
but it'd fit with the tone. And I'm all for the extra challenge. Like,
right. But there has to be more there has to be a lot more difference though, because you don't want just because if it's like that and it's like literally the same world just darker and the blood moon's up, it's like that's a DLC kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's a mod as well. Like that's kind of all that is.
Yeah, really,
Like,
really.
They gotta be thinking something big with it. But I don't know. I'm excited to see where they take it. But also, I was rewatching this. In the original Nintendo Breath of the Wild at the time, that was just like Legend of Zelda U. They say they're going to change the way the Legend of Zelda is played with this game. It's going to be non-linear, and you no longer have to play on your own. Obviously, Breath of the Wild is non-linear, but you still have to play on your own. It's a very single-player game.
Yeah,
but people are saying that there could be co-op with this because of like the way that like Link and Zelda are together. They've shortened it. Be like clipping, back in combat. But on top of that, like I'm thinking like maybe that was a feature that was taken out of Breath of the Wild, but now they're putting it back into this because they've had more time to develop it, and they're putting in that co-op that they were talking about years and years ago. Because I reckon that's what they were referring to.
I do like the fact that you play as Link and like Zelda's the focal point of the series, though.
I'm not going to be playing as Zelda. I know people want to.
Yeah, I was just saying
100% playing as Link.
Yeah, no, it'd be great if you can play as Zelda because I think it's starting to be more clear that like she's like the focal point of the whole series, and like I don't know how many times I had to fight with people like, no, Link's not. It's really Zelda. Like,
it's
but no,
it'd be great. Zelda, like
exactly.
I'm just so pumped for that game.
It's gonna be sick. I was so excited, and this surprise just blew me out the water. Like this is what said, "Yep, Nintendo won it for me." This is who won it for me because of everything that they had, and then they topped it off with something because we didn't hear about this. There wasn't no rumors going around, not that I know of. There wasn't anything going around that there was a Breath of the Wild 2 coming. Nothing
Absolutely
at all.
Not. I didn't read like a single thing saying that.
And it was completely caught up. I was completely caught off guard, and it was better than any Metroid Prime trilogy could have been. I was like, oh wow, this is amazing.
I do think I read a couple of rumors saying like 2, but it's like the sort of thing where like it'll just be like a list on 4chan. They'll list it and you'll be like, Breath of the Wild 2, that's not going to happen. Call your jets, mate.
Yeah.
But, boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, but he gets it right, and they give him credit when he just kind of threw something out there. You know what I'm saying?
Like when the same list says like Metroid Prime trilogy announced and released on same day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so pumped for that. What are your I can't believe I predicted this exact game and never uploaded. But
yeah, that was a bad
what are your final thoughts on this whole E3 2019 malarkey?
Malarkey. Wonderful how you use that word.
I'm a British man.
Exactly. E3 2019 was all right. I mean, I can say that, but I think, like I said early in the podcast, way earlier because we've been going for a minute here. It's the E3 right before the new major console generation starts. So I think it was a little bit more quiet, and I think that's why Nintendo kind of took it from me because Nintendo's in full swing with the Switch, and they know big games are coming to the Switch. And I think when you look at all the major publishers, I think they're just gearing up for that new release and new console generation. So we do have big games, but I think there is a little bit being held back. And I think next year we'll be sitting here next year saying Nintendo's still the best, but we got a lot more to talk about when it comes to Microsoft.
Yeah. Well, I feel like there's only one like really simple final thought. So I'd say on the new GCSE rating system, I would give it a 5. What does that mean? Who's to say? No one knows. But I'm immune from criticism because no one can tell what my opinion is.
Exactly.
So I cannot get a single hate comment because my opinion could be that it was great. It could be that it was awful. If I get a 5 in my GCSEs, I don't know whether that's good or bad. I'm scared for my future. Thank you for tuning into this episode. Curtis, do you want to plug your channel and Twitter and all that before we head out?
the Soul Dojo Gaming Channel, SEOUL Dojo DOJO on YouTube. The Soul Dojo Gaming Channel on YouTube. Make sure you guys go check that out. Gameplays, news, first impressions of all the hottest games releasing. It's a great channel. Niall loves it. I'm on it, so I love it. Great stuff coming to that channel. My Twitter is Callie from the Dojo. Check me out on there, and you'll be linked to the Soul Dojo on Twitter also. So yeah, check it out, and make sure you guys subscribe to what is this called? WiiTalk?
WiiTalk.
I forgot it for like a minute. We've been going for so long. WiiTalk channel on YouTube because we're doing great stuff.
Yeah. So I can't plug my YouTube channel anymore because I killed it. So you
Dark
don't
humor.
worry about subscribing to that. My Twitter, Instagram, all of that is the. I've got nothing else to plug. In fact, you can go over to Dr. Nintendo and check that because I'm uploading my final video to that. Well, I've got 2 more very, very soon. Soon, I'll be saying those fateful words for the last time. Hello, everyone. I'm Niall. It's Dr. Nintendo. What a sad moment that will be.
Sad moment.
But thank you for sticking around on that channel. It genuinely means a lot to me. I'll go into more detail about this in that video because I've got one where I talk about why I'm quitting, and then the second one, that final one, I'm finally doing it. Top 5/10 games of all time list. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for that yet. But yeah, some of my favourite games of all time. I'm going to be going in depth on those, so make sure you check that out. We can all say goodbye to that channel together.
Yeah.
But this channel is basically sort of a replacement for that, but sort of like this new hive of Nintendo and gaming content. So much stuff going on. I'm super excited for. Got a video coming out on this channel probably on Saturday from me, and I'm not sure when you're going to work on yours, Curtis. You can do it
very
probably
soon.
the week after.
Yeah, very soon.
I feel like our plan is to try and do it like week by week. So I do one week, you do one the next week, and sort of see. But it all depends on how schedules play out and what times we can each do. But we're gonna work super hard on this channel. I can definitely say. So
really excited.
Stick around for that. But for now, I've been Niall. You've been Curtis, my friend.
Yes, sir.
And I still don't know how to outro this.
Just make sure you got call to action. You always got to do the call to action. You know, subscribe to we channel. WiiTalk.
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 It's literally what we're doing.
Yeah. Subscribe, like, comment. Just don't come after Niall about being from Harry Potter or even about his grading system.
Yeah, true.
Yep.
Not my grading system. Don't blame me for this.
Yeah, don't blame him for that. Don't do it. So we're gonna check you guys later. All right.
All right. Cheers.
Peace.
Guys. Thank you so much.